What's up, my crypto legends? How is everybody doing? What is going on with the market? Let's analyze the situation here. Let's get ready for tomorrow. Okay, it has been a volatile Sunday. We're going to analyze the situation. Is Bitcoin going to go to much lower levels? Must be your question. Are we going to go as low as $33,000 and even $30,000 or even slightly below that range? That is the question. Massive supports being broken here on Bitcoin. We're going to analyze the situation here. Yesterday, I took a long position on Prime XBT and protected my position just at the live stream because we were pumping. We can take a look here on the 1 hourly chart, and yeah, luckily I got stopped out at break even. Very tiny profit, because always I protect my position above my entry slightly, and just when we were having that pump, it rolled back down. And this is the thing, guys, if you do not protect your position once you're in profit, and look at this. I mean, I would have got absolutely exterminated here. My stop loss would have got hit, you know, tight stop loss at that range. And yeah, this is why you need your stop losses just in case, you know, because look at this. I mean, I would be heavily underwater right now, and this could continue to the downside. In this episode, we're going to analyze the situation because basically you could say we are losing this kind of last point of support. Heavily, you know, massive, you know, kind of panic sell right over here. Are we going to go to much lower levels is your question. We could regain this low. This is what we're going to analyze today, guys. I'm going to go through the comment section. We're going to take a quick look at the S&P 500 opening. Okay. And tonight, and we're going to analyze the situation to see what could happen. Is the S&P 500 also going to retest the lows? This is the S&P 500 on the daily. We have these lows over here. Are we going to have a massive cascade forward, right? Because, you know, looking at the price action here, we can see that you are creating this big lower high right over there. Is this going to turn into a massive, you know, waterfall? This is something that we want to analyze today. Also looking at the S&P 500. Guys, make sure to smash up that like button on your way in. Okay, we got 30 likes, almost 200 people watching. Smash up that like button. I'm going to go through the comment section right away. We can take a look at altcoins such as MATIC network. I mean, MATIC, this was actually a really good shorting opportunity just around about that $2 range. You can see this kind of ascending broadening wedge here and breaking down, retesting resistance, you know, claiming this major support into resistance. That was a great shorting opportunity. It is continuing to the downside. It looks like that we are going to retest, you know, that $1.30 potentially in the next coming hours. Maybe it's going to be a couple of days, as you can see here on the chart. So definitely it does look like that we are going to reclaim that low and have a little bit of volatility at below this low here on MATIC network, for example. So we're going to take a look at some bunch of altcoins to see some, you know, probabilities. Let's take a look at potential trading opportunities. Also, what's up, Evo? How are you doing? Crypto Does, what's good? Hi, Andy. Good to see you. Good to see you, Trev. Sand, please, here for Senna. Are we seeing the Black Swan event? Says CB Tone. Well, this is the thing, you know, potentially, you know, who knows? We know what's going on worldwide and in Europe and Russia. We know the deal. You know, it could get pretty messy, and it doesn't look pretty good here on, you know, I have a last point of support. If we do lose this major low, all right, and this level has had, you know, one of the biggest volumes, you know, since the last year. The biggest volume was in February, back March and February of 2020, when we did have, okay, we did have the Black Swan event right over here in March of 2020. Look at the volume here on the S&P, right, where we just had that cascade event. Volume is the highest, you know, for the last few years, right over here on March of 2020. What we did see is a big spike in volume on the S&P defending this major level. Okay, let me just get the VPVR out of the way. And if we do lose this level, I mean, it's going to get pretty messy in my personal opinion. I think we could have a potential cascade event to the downside. Now, this candle over here is bullish until you break below it. Now, when you break below it, I mean, it's going to be hard. If you do have that retracement to this major support turning into resistance, we're talking about the S&P 500, you know, if we do break that 4,250 points heavily, any retracement here is almost, you know, I would say there's a 70-80% probabilities of this rolling back down. Now, will we get that bounce? Probably not. Probably, you know, if we do lose that level with this big spike in volume, we might have that kind of cascade event, you know, next week or the next couple of weeks, and it will be looking very, very messy. So this level needs to be defended on the S&P 500, the 4,250 points. Let's see if this spike in volume, this massive big wick, will be defended and creating a double bottom. That will be extremely bullish. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days, all right? Because, yeah, this could be very, very messy. It looks like we're at the verge of a potential black swan event, right? How things are working out, you know, in between Russia and Ukraine. So yeah, there is a possibility in that. This year will be the greatest redistribution of wealth the world has ever seen. Expect those that panic sell. Except those that panic sell, says Justin. Yes, I mean, we're still seeing a lot of people on Twitter, and I haven't got them ready, but you know, it's pretty entertaining to see people still expecting for $200,000 Bitcoin, $300,000 Bitcoin, even by the end of 2022. I want to be a little bit more realistic on that side, and yeah, potentially it's not going to be this year that we do see 200 or 300,000 Bitcoin. Let's be realistic here. But who knows, you know, who knows if inflation goes out of control worldwide, anything could happen. All right. So let's take a look. Hi Andy, any prediction on Floki Inu? Right, let's take a look at Sand here quickly. All right, let's take a look at some altcoins here for the community. Sand, Sand not looking good. Sand is not looking good. It looks like Sand is just at the verge of retesting. Yeah, retesting these lows over here. It's very, very likely it is going to happen, as you can see. You know, it's pretty clear. We did have a kind of a funny falling wedge here. We were creating slightly lower lows, lower highs. We broke support. We retested. We got that reaction right there here on Sand. Came back up. We got that reaction from that lower high resistance. Came straight back down. Now this is, you know, almost like a waterfall. This looks like that it is going to retest these lows, especially if Bitcoin does come down to the low 30K level. Yeah, of course, these altcoins will eventually will. Now, it does look like here, you know, keeping it pretty clear, we are in a downtrend, right? We are in a massive big downtrend. You are consistently creating lower highs, and this is looking at the daily. And it's very, very, very likely that you are going to lose this low over here. You are at least going to wick below it before you get a reversal or continue to the downside. Okay, we do have another major level here from this low, as you can see. And this is the thing, you know, this is at the this is going to be claimed, you know, in the next couple of days. Very, very likely. You might get a small relief rally right there, but you already here, as you can see, looking at Sand, you already got a pretty big resistance from this major daily low right there, as you can see. So if you do see some kind of reaction here, it's very, very likely going to continue. High probability on claiming this low, which is at the $2.50. Sand is very, very likely in the next coming days potentially. So watch out on that. You know, we do like to claim lows and highs. It looks like that we are on the way to claim this low at the $2.50, looking at the daily. Okay, so Floki Inu, any price predictions? I'm not sure if I've ever done any kind of analysis on Floki Inu. Let's take a look at, yeah, I think we haven't got much, we haven't got chart data here, I think much. Right, we do have something here. We do have something on, I mean, of course, this is a meme coin, and you know the deal, meme bubbles. We got a fib level here from the low to the high, but this is basically just gone straight down to the lows. It seemed like this bubble burst back in November. You can see Floki Inu having a pretty big reaction here in November when markets were pumping. Pretty good month for crypto. It's just gone straight down. You know, this is the thing. Meme coins, is, you know, how much marketing you can do, how much people you can get on Twitter, on YouTube, talk about this meme coin to create that, you know, big massive pump, that big massive hype. What happens after a big hype once, you know, I remember seeing Floki Inu, it was all around gate.io. Gate.io was, you know, had Floki Inu here as an advertisement. You know, it seems like the community of Floki Inu, you know, the people that created the project were using huge marketing, okay? We're using huge, you know, paying a lot on advertisement. And you do get that hype, of course, you do get that hype. But then what happens? You know, no more advertisement. You see Bitcoin correcting heavily, and then, you know, you have this kind of event. Now, I'm not sure. I don't follow Floki Inu very much. I have no idea what they got for the future. But I know Shiba Inu has an insane team, and you know, big things coming for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu will be one of those meme coins that will survive in the next coming years. Will Floki Inu survive? Well, I'm not too into Floki Inu actually, but by the looks of things, you know, we have lost this major low from October right there. Does this mean that it is going to bottom out at this range? Well, let's see. You know, I like to see a lot of sideways action, you know, potentially a few weeks of sideways action. Then you could potentially spot a bottom. All right, it's still a little bit too soon, so no price predictions on Floki Inu. It's a meme coin, so yeah, no price predictions on Floki Inu. I wouldn't know. It would just be a blind guess. Sandbox has, we've taken a look at Sandbox. Market crash coming Tuesday. SPY to $300. Can you tell about KASTA? What do you want to know about KASTA? I know the app is going to be launched, you know, early Q2. So blind guess there would be April, potentially, maybe May. But yeah, very, very soon the app is going to be launched. There will be, you know, also staking for KASTA token, a lot of utility on KASTA. So you do have those free transactions on the application. So I would say, you know, potentially April and May is going to be the launch of the app. And they have huge marketing coming also. You know, business they are going to adapt also KASTA, and this is a little bit of too much information that I'm giving, but I'll definitely get Carl on the channel so he can talk about, you know, who's going to be using KASTA. Will be, you know, let me know guys in the comment section after this live stream, you know, what questions, because I'll be doing a collaboration with Carl on the Moon. You know, anything you want to know about KASTA, you know, when is it going to be launched? Who's going to be using the KASTA app? You know, what businesses, what marketing ideas do they have? You know, any questions about KASTA for me to ask to Carl, let me know guys in the comment section. So analysis, please. Let's take a look at Solana. I mean, it must be getting a little bit, you know, all of them must be getting crushed. They're all in a big massive downtrend. You know, we could take a look at these major levels. Solana looks pretty interesting here. It looks pretty interesting because we are basically retesting this low from January already. Are we going to manage to create a bottom? You know, this is the thing. When you are creating these consistent lower highs, that is good on the retracements for potential shorting opportunities at major levels. But now we are creating, you know, we are at this bottom. Question is, are we going to successfully break from here? Because if we do, yeah, it looks like that the continuation is very likely. So you want to get into those retracements and potentially short the market, right? Now, what would be my, day trade or small swing trade strategy for Solana would be, if this were to be a double bottom, I'm interested in, you know, at the retest of this major resistance that will be turning into support again, and finding those waves, those higher lows. And if it breaks support, I want to get into those waves. You know, I want to get into the last higher low for a potential retest, because this is the thing, you are looking for those retests of the lows. Every time you create a low and you are in a downtrend, you create lower highs, right? Those retracements that are hitting major levels, you get in, you get out here because you don't know if you're going to continue. And like I said, you know, a major big breakdown, back up again, and you trying to and detect those lows where the price is getting that reaction and that exhaustion. So that would be the plan here for Solana. Let's see, there's a pretty good, nice point of control right there. This is currently where we at right now. It looks like that we're potentially not, maybe not going to lose this level. Are we going to lose it or not? Who knows? We want to react to the market once you have that drop and that exhaustion of the bulls right there, potentially short the market. If we're getting up, we want to get into those waves, right? So yeah, that's my keeping it in a nutshell, really simple here on Solana. That would be my deal here, right? So this is, guys, you need to practice a lot. I'll try to be doing live streams, looking for opportunities. I'm gonna try and make a live stream every single day at the market opening in the US. When the S&P, Nasdaq, when the market's open, I'm going to try and do a live stream at that time, because that is when the most volatility is on the traditional stocks, also on Bitcoin and crypto. So yeah, it will be pretty good. I'm the deal I use, PrimeXBT. You get the best deal down below. I will be trying to do almost every single day trades, okay? In scalp trading, not day trades. We're going to try and find scalp trading on live streams on the 15-minute, also on the 1 hourly. It might be a scalp or a day trade, because the trade can be 10 minutes, it can be 5 hours or 6, okay? So this is gonna, make sure to subscribe if you're new here, because we're gonna try and find a lot of scalping and day trade opportunities for altcoins, okay? And PrimeXBT has a bunch of altcoins. It has DOT, EOS, ADA, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. It also has, Forex. It has all sorts here. It's a great platform. I've got a full tutorial down below. And with the link, you get 7% added to your deposit with Bitcoinsensus 50 promotion code. So we're going to use PrimeXBT. We're going to try and find a lot of scalping and day trading opportunities on the live stream. So make sure to subscribe. I think Solana is also there on PrimeXBT. I haven't checked. I haven't traded Solana actually on PrimeXBT. Yeah, I'll see if it's here or not. So yeah, guys, let's go here through the comment section. Double top and head and shoulders everywhere. Yes. What is the significance of the S&P 500? The thing about the S&P 500 is that there is a slight correlation. I would say 70-80% correlation. Maybe the S&P will pump for a few hours and Bitcoin will dump, but usually they finally correlate. So if the S&P does have a final bullish movement at the end of the day, then if Bitcoin, whatever Bitcoin does, it finally potentially follows a little bit the S&P 500. You can notice this. I did make a video a few weeks, I would say a couple of months ago, potentially, about the S&P and Bitcoin, how they do have a lot of correlation. Thanks for the live stream, Andy. Aaron, you're very welcome. Andy, what do you think of the Nasdaq futures chart? Nasdaq, well, I follow the S&P mainly because S&P 500, Russell 2000, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, these are extremely correlated. Okay, if the Nasdaq drops 2%, then all these other markets are going to drop. I prefer looking at the S&P 500 because it's the one that I've been trading back in 2017, and I like to follow this one, but Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P 500, they have huge correlation. I would say 95% correlation. If Nasdaq pumps, S&P 500 will pump also. If Dow Jones dumps, Nasdaq and S&P 500 also will dump. The correlation absolutely crazy. We could take a look here or at Nasdaq or yeah, but it's basically almost the same. You could arguably discuss, you are creating this, this high, this last lower high right over here is, taking a look at the S&P 500 is this last lower high, right? So the correlation is very, very similar. It's not the exact same. And Dow Jones, I would say that it's going to have, that peak and that last lower high over there, like I showed you here on the S&P 500. Let me just Dow Jones, this one over here. There you have it, Dow Jones, right there. You have the very, very similar chart. So yeah, huge correlation in between all of them, of course. So yeah, let's let's take a look at the comment section here. Shall we do some altcoins here? Ren, Andy, it's my birthday. Can you check Ren and SLP, says James. Absolutely. Happy birthday to you, my man. I'm not buying until it's oversold on the weekly at least, says Ilville. Dollar cost average would be the best strategy. I've been dollar cost averaging since 2018, and I still do. Andy, what do you think? Okay, right. Let's take a look here, James, on Ren. Let's take a look at Ren here for James. See what's going on with Ren. Right. This was something that we were taking a look at on Ren quite a long time ago, maybe. Can't remember doing any analysis on Ren. Now, this is really interesting to see because you can see here on Ren, you have kind of a trend line here with higher lows, right? This is a macro trend line. This is going from August of 2020. And you are consistently creating higher lows. What has happened right now is that you have come back down to retest the last higher low right there, this was the summer of 2021. And you can see here, very interestingly, that you have retested as resistance, this kind of higher low trend line, right? You can see these higher low trend line right there, and you broke it heavily. You're retesting it, and now we're coming back down. Question is, are we, that would have been a great shorting opportunity right there. Question is, are we going to manage to break this low and continue much lower? Because, I mean, this is the thing. We have a huge spike on the VPVR. As you can see. I'm zooming out here all the way back till 2020. The biggest point of control here on Ren is at that range where we are trading at right now. So are we going to lose this level? That is the question. How many people have been buying Ren at these levels? You could take a look at 6 months of 2020. People have been reaccumulating at these levels. Are these people going to sell? Is it going to lose this range? This is the thing. It might be a very, very strong level. So if you are bullish on Ren, I would say, I know it's a great project, wrapping, these different cryptos on the Ethereum blockchain. I think, maybe it's starting to be a good accumulation zone. I've done Solana, Uma right now. Andy, what is the next support level of Bitcoin? Well, taking a look at BTC, I would say that we haven't lost this major range just yet. Okay, look at how many resistance we do have here. Look at this major support before it was lost. Look how many times we touched resistance right there, failed right here. So this is currently where we're sitting. This is still not a successful breakout right now. There's a lot of panic worldwide, people losing very much interest in Bitcoin and in crypto. So this could have a little bit of a cascade event. But looking at the VPVR, there was a huge gap here. Also, this is something that I did not analyze. There was a big gap in between 41.2 right there and basically where we're trading right now. You have the spike here and the spike there. There's no volume at all traded in between 41,000 and 38,500, right, where we're currently trading at this moment. So yeah, will this hold? This is the question. Will this hold? Because the thing about Bitcoin, okay, let me just quick explanation here on this, and this is why you have to have stop losses. You don't need to risk too much, just in case you do get stopped out. Let's zoom out here on the 4 hourly, and Bitcoin likes to get liquidity at the last lower high or last lower low, right? Or depending if you're in an uptrend or in a downtrend. But just some quick examples. You can see this lower high over here. You come back down, you kind of retest this low. This was a massive epic drop right there. You have the drop here, and then you might think we are going to go to much lower levels, but you reclaim this last lower high just 1 minute right there. Well, not 1 minute, it was actually a few hours. you reclaim it right there. This is a like kind of a liquidity grab, right? You're getting liquidity from this range, a lot of entries right there, and then back up, you stop out all of those entries and back down. Now, another good example right over here would be this corrective move right there. You drop back down and you think, wow, this is, there's no way you are going to come back to this last lower high from this level. You're going to correct and you're going to bounce from this major range. What happens? You get a big, massive liquidity grab, gaining, by just, a few $100 or about $1,000 approximately from this last lower high, 1,500. What happens? A lot of liquidity behind this last lower high. You grab the liquidity, you're coming back down. So now question is, where is their next liquidity grab? If we are already dropping, where is the next liquidity grab? So this is definitely a really good range to pay attention. If you are looking for potential swing trades, I wouldn't swing trade from this moment. We need to see some signs of support and some bullish momentum, good nice green volume. But there's definitely liquidity below this low, okay, that we did create in January, and right now above this high. So now the question is, where are we going? Are we going to get liquidity right over here, or are we going to come down and get it over here? Now, looking at this aggressive downtrend, I think there is a possibility, there's a potential higher chance that we might come down here. What is happening right now? We got extremely bearish people on Twitter, even a lot of YouTubers talking about, much lower levels. We're going to come down. We're coming down to lower levels. We're losing big support levels. And I think that this is still, this is potentially, all depending on what happens, in between today and tomorrow. If we do consolidate here, I might be looking for a potential long opportunity. And the reason why is, we still got support right there. We still got a lot of, the VPVR. We got a big, nice spike on the VPVR also at this 38.5. And, looking at the extreme low levels, I placed a long here, the deal, but you need to protect yourself. If you're risking something, you can have tight stop losses if you stop out. If you're risking 2% of your trading capital, that's absolutely fine. You will find opportunities where you will make 5% or 6% of your capital. So you always need to regain those stop losses, right? And the reason why also I liked the opportunity. We also had from this low to the highs. We were hitting that golden pocket range. And this big spike of volume. I pretty like that opportunity. It was a little bit in profit. My stop loss went to break even, got stopped out at break even. So that was that. The thing is, what is happening right now? Well, if you take a look at the fib levels from the extreme low, right over here, to the ultimate high from there, we're basically touching the 618 right now on the exact pip. 618 is at 37.8. approximately, and you could adjust this a little bit better. You could adjust this to the high, from the low to the high, right over there. And you basically, from this low from January to the high, you are hitting this major fib level right now. So could we have a consolidation at this range? I think so. This is definitely a major support range. Let's see how we react to this area. Because we could get that bounce from this range. I don't want to long it right now. Definitely not a day trade or a small swing trade. I am in my swing trade position, all right, but this is a swing trade account on Bybit, and it's underwater right now. I'm not planning to add to this position. Why? Because it's already 5%, and I've got this rule that if it's over 5% of your capital from your trading account, then I'm not going to add it till it's 10%, 20%, and try and ladder down the position. I'm happy to hold this. If we lose this low over here, I'm happy to get stopped out at 35.8, and it is what it is. This is the swing trading platform, swing trading account. So I'm just holding this. Is it going to get stopped out? We could get a reversal from this range, Why could we get a reversal? Well, like I explained, we are hitting this 618 fib levels right over here from this low to the high. We've also got a nice spike on the VPVR. But anyway, that's another account. I just leave that swing trade open. I want to concentrate on prime XBT with day trades or maybe very small swing trades of 2-3 days. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Like I said, we could consolidate at this range in between today and tomorrow. Let's see how the market opens, how the market reacts. But yeah, I would like to see a reaction right there, because the thing is, when there's a massive sell-off, price falls and falls and falls. You know, this could be a never-ending, massive fall. So this is why, I don't want to catch a falling knife. I entered here at this consolidation. We started pumping. I protect my position. Boom, straight back down. Like I said, I don't like shorting right here. If we are dropping like this, this is no way I would short here. If you would have shorted here, you would be in profits right now, but you basically, shorting at the very end. I'm not looking for shorts. I'm potentially looking for longs, but I'm not going to get into this massive cascade, drop, because tomorrow morning you could wake up and BTC is trading at 35K. And this is just going to be a massive continuation of a cascade. This is all up to you, of course. I'm not really interested in shorts right now. I mean, this would have been a beautiful short. I know Natalie, Bitcoinsensus Natalie, she shorted round over here. Well on her, because this is, a lower high right there. This was a very, very hard one because, you did have some good green volume here, and it was a very, very hard one. I didn't short or long from here, basically, because, yeah, it was a little bit of a difficult one. But she did, and she's in really good profits. She's riding here this wave down. Now let's see what happens. This range, I do see a very, very strong support still here. You know the deal. We've got a big spike on VPVR. Big resistance that's turning right now in support. We are getting that reaction. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, because we could get a nice consolidation and start pumping potentially. Let's see what happens. Right, let's scroll here through the comment section. Link, please. I got Matthew asking for Chainlink. Let's take a look. Pretty much all charts are looking bad. Yes, they're not looking too good at all. Let's take a look at Chainlink. Seb is here, one of my moderators. How are you doing, my man? Make sure to smash up the like button. Seb, thank you very much. Right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at... Chainlink. Let's take a look at Chainlink. Chainlink is at the lows right now from the summer of 2021. As you can see, we are at that range. And are we going to lose this range? Are we going to go to $10 potentially? I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing. I had a theory here on Chainlink, zooming out on the chart and going to the logarithmic. I have this theory on Chainlink, but this, I have to be clear on this also, that this is a chart from 2018, and this is basically, from the bear market, and 2019, 2020, you could potentially say that this was the start of the bull market for Bitcoin and crypto. So, but Chainlink has been creating like big, massive double bottoms. This is looking at the daily and zooming out till 2018. Is Chainlink, is this the end of Chainlink, and we're going to go to much lower levels here in the next coming months and couple of years? I think not. I think not. We've had that corrective move. You can see it on this chart that, this was over 6 months. This was about from June. Yeah, this June to December. That was 6 months right there. Big double bottom right there. Big double bottom right here. Now is the thing. You are retesting this low. Is it going to be the same for Chainlink or not? I mean, potentially, yeah. I've got Chainlink is a long-term investment for me, so I'm not too worried if it goes to $10 or if it goes to $50. I didn't sell any at $50. I'm not going to sell any down here. So yeah, this is the thing on Chainlink. Zooming in on the chart on Chainlink, we are basically retesting the lows here. Retesting the lows from January already almost. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens, because we could bottom out here. Now, if we start losing this last low, it's not going to be looking too good for Chainlink. Now, let's take a look at you were bullish since 60K. When is it going to stop? Says Book. Well, I have been bearish also on Bitcoin. We have seen, you know, I have been doing some short positions here on Bitcoin also. We did some shorts round about this downtrend also on BTC. I haven't always been bullish, but yeah, of course, I'm looking also when we're going down heavily, I'm looking for some potential bottoms, but we did short right over here on Bitcoin. We also shorted right there, and you can take a look at the videos from those dates. And yeah, where I remember shorting Bitcoin a couple of times the last couple of months. So yeah, let's hey Andy, greetings from Slovenia. Can you look at Ethereum and what is your opinion? Let's take a look at Ethereum. Yes, of course. Let's take a look at Ethereum right away. Let's see what's going on with Ethereum. Let's zoom out here on Ethereum. Right, let me get the VPVR right over here. Let's get volume. Well, Ethereum was looking very interesting because we were looking at that $2,800, all right? $2,800 was a very, very strong level on Ethereum. It was a very strong range, as you can see, massive resistance, massive support, and we did get some reactions there. We got a reaction right there. We got, you know, the thing about Ethereum, it has been creating lower highs consistently, as you can see on the chart. We didn't even regain this last lower high, just reacted at massive resistance. So another lower high right there, breaking major support at the $2,800. My take on Ethereum here, it looks like that it is very, very likely going to reclaim these lows at the $2,300 range, okay? It's just gonna, it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a waterfall event. Now, of course, this is obviously if Bitcoin does come down to retest that $34,000 range, it is also gonna come down, right? We are, you know, it just, we are losing that major big resistance. If we do get a bounce, you know, there's no doubt to me that that is going to be heavy resistance, right? If we do get that kind of dead cat bounce from this fall that we've had from the last couple of days, we're currently trading at $2,628 while we're doing the live stream right now. If it comes back up to 2,800, yeah, there's no doubt that that is potentially going to be a shorting opportunity, and you are still going to continue this massive downtrend, right? Just to be pretty clear here, looking at Ethereum, nothing bullish looking at this chart, because for me, you know, we haven't claimed this low yet. So I would like to see a double bottom or you know, at least a double bottom, because to be bullish, you know, if you're bullish here, it's very, very hard to be bullish right there. Potential retest from these lows is very, very likely in the next coming days. Seb, nearly 200 likes. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Make sure to smash up that like button. Absolutely. Hey, Andy, can you take a look at GGM, please? What is GGM? Let's take a look at GGM. Monster Galaxy. Okay, let's take a look at Monster Galaxy here on the chart. GGM. We haven't got any price data here on trading view, so yeah, we're not taking a look at Monster Galaxy. I'm not sure if this is a meme coin or it's a gaming. Is it a play to earn game? Yeah, we basically want to do chart analysis and not project reviews. So yeah, we have no chart data here on Monster Galaxy, unfortunately. I'm bullish, says Christian. Could you please take a look at bear flag on the 1 hour time frame? Absolutely. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame here for Bitcoin. Let's see if we are forming this kind of bear flag. Very, very possible. Looking pretty aggressive, this downtrend. So stay cautious, guys. You know, looking for longs right now is a little bit crazy. I want to see a nice consolidation. You know, I wouldn't long right here just yet. I longed yesterday here. You know the deal. I longed here. We had that pump action. I protected my position, stopped out. Luckily, you know, this is stop loss is your friend. You want to have stop losses just in case, because if you don't have stop losses, you got liquidation price, or, you know, all the way down here, and then you have this massive big fall. Now, yes, this could potentially be a bull flag, a bear flag, sorry, on the 1 hourly. It is pretty clear. Volume is dominating to the downside. Big spike in volume here. And could this be a bear flag? I mean, let's go to the 15-minute chart, because then we could potentially see the resistance and support levels much better. We got the wick here from yesterday. No, this is actually from this morning. Sorry. This is looking at the 15-minute chart. So you could connect this with this one, with this one. We are basically just about to lose this major higher low support level. Okay, so that is already something. If we start losing this range, you know, for a potential scalp, and I mean, I don't want to scalp today, but I will be doing a lot of live streams between, you know, Monday and Friday, and we'll be looking for potential scalp opportunities. We're going to take a look at a lot of 15-minute charts, and we'll be looking for scalping opportunities. Absolutely. So this is the thing. If we start getting some, this is looking at the 15-minute chart. If we start losing this last lower high, this wick over here, right over there, it's going to be looking very, very nice for a potential short opportunity right over here. Looking at Bitcoin on the 15-minute, the volume to the downside is absolutely massive, as you can see. And there is a possibility that we're potentially not going to lose. We're not going to lose the lows here. You could potentially, you could arguably discuss that this is a bearish pennant. It is a pennant. And this could break up or down. We're basically at the very, very end of it. You know, we've already had this massive consolidation. This is, you know, all today. Probabilities is breaking to the downside, of course, because you are coming from a downtrend. But I wouldn't be trading this till a breakout. You know, if you're looking for scalp opportunities, it's going to be a little bit of a hard one right there. You know, you got this high and this low. So you need to get out of that range with a clear breakout with volume for a potential trade. And watch out for major fake outs. This is the thing. But yeah, I think the probabilities here is, you know, higher to the downside, of course, because you're in a big downtrend. Let's take a look at the 30-minute, zoom in a little bit. So yeah, this is what we got. Bear pennant. Yes, you got it. It is a bear pennant, not a flag, because you do have lower highs, not higher highs. You know, you're in a bear flag, you potentially want to see like slightly higher highs also, or something like this, or sideways. It is a pennant, basically. We could be looking at a projected move, something like this, to the upside or to the downside. So if it breaks up, we could hit 39k. If it breaks down, we could be, you know, going to the 37.5k in the next coming hours, potentially. This is just about to make a move. So yeah, that is that. Let's take a look here. Hey Andy, any chance you could have a look at Oki? Oki? Yeah, let's take a look at Oki. What is this one? I'm not sure if we're going to have, I've never heard about this. Oki, it's 592 here on CoinGecko. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see if we do have some chart data here to analyze the situation. Yes, we do. It's on Binance. So we haven't got much data here on Binance. I think it must be a relatively new project. KuCoin. yeah, not too much data. We can't really see much levels here on the chart. Yeah, there's not too much data here on Oki on any exchange. I think it's a relatively new project. Right. Hi, what do you think about getting into very early projects in the alpha stage? Well, very good question. You know, if you are in a big aggressive downtrend and the downtrend is potentially going to continue, it's not the best option. You want to try, you know, best moment for getting into crypto projects would be, you know, in the bear market, just when you're about to start a bull market. Getting early into the alpha stage, you know, he is great. He is great just before the big boom, right? But in a bear market, you know, if you're getting into a crypto alpha project, you know, in the alpha stage, and you entering right there, then it's not good, because you're going to be a few years, you know, holding this bag, and the potential price might come back down to the levels that you actually bought it on the alpha stage. So but I think it is a good idea if it's a good crypto project. If you're going to hold on for the next couple of years, you know, few years, then yes, of course, it is definitely good. Usually when you get into that stage, you do have huge gains in the next coming years. Usually, if you take a look at, you know, history, then yeah, the trend is the crypto space has a massive big uptrend. There's going to be massive bear markets also. You just have to hold them and accumulate, of course. Andy is so nice. He never says, what is this coin? Yeah. BTC future closed at 39.9 on Friday. It could impact. Yeah, potentially. Yes, we could see, you know, a close of the potential gap. And we need to pay attention to that, guys, because also, if we do see Bitcoin getting a pump, okay, we can take a look at the 2 hourly chart here straight away to see the major big resistance levels. You know, if it does pump to about 40k levels, there is a big resistance at that range. I mean, I'm paying attention here to this downtrend right there, this consolidation, and then this massive big downtrend. Also, these major candles right there with these spikes in volume, they are going to have some type of reaction. If we do see the price pumping all the way to this range, it's going to react. It's going to react definitely just beneath $40,000. Hi Andy, can we do Dodo? Thanks for the super chat. Let's take a look at Dodo. Why not? Is this decentralized exchange? It does ring a bell. Decentralized exchange, Dodo. Yeah, I think this is a decentralized exchange and it does have its own token. Let's take a look at Dodo on the chart. Why not? Let's see. Let's zoom out here on Dodo on the daily and let's find out. Oh, we do have something here. We have a massive descending triangle right over here, as you can see, massive big lower highs, and this broke support. Just to keep it really simple, yeah, this one broke a major support level, as you can see on the chart, which was at the 70 cents. You know, you do have that consolidation right here, support right there. You're creating massive lower highs, so this is, you know, it can't get more bearish than this. And you know, you finally break the support level. Now, how low can this one go? We do have a massive big candle here on Dodo. This was back in October of 2020. Big massive pump. Not too much data here, but we basically at that major resistance turning into support. This spike here of this major big candle. It's interesting to see what could happen, because if we start consolidating at this range, you know, there's a potential double bottom is very possible, retesting this resistance as support. If we break this support level, it's very likely on the retracement you are basically going to continue down. big massive downtrend, hitting resistance if you break down and continuing down. It's not looking too great, this chart, not looking too great. No signs of bottoming out. You know, you could potentially see how we react the next few days at this range. If you start consolidating at this area, you know, 2 consolidations, yeah, that is screaming for a double bottom. Where would be your potential target? Well, if you're long in this potential consolidation for a double bottom, target would be the last lower high, which is this one, right? Would be this kind of neckline of the double bottom. So all depending in the next coming days, you know, if you consolidate, like I said, right there, it might be a good long in opportunity. You know, you're basically getting, the bears are getting exhausted. You could have a bullish attempt, and you know, the bullish attempt might fail right there at the last lower high and come back down, or maybe break it. But you know, this is why you need to see how the price is going to react right there, and tight stop losses at these ranges. You know, it is worth the risk. It is worth the risk for that retest of this last lower high, right? If that makes any sense. Right. Hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hourly, higher price, lower volume. Let's take a look at this. Higher price, lower volume. Hidden bullish divergence. Right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the 1 hourly for hidden bullish divergence. We had these bullish divergence that played out. This was also why I longed yesterday and got stopped out at break even. We had the bullish divergence right there, as you can see. And yeah, price was just, the bulls did not step in yesterday, and it came straight back down. So hidden bullish divergence. Yeah, yeah, hidden bullish divergence. I don't see hidden bullish divergence basically, but a hidden bullish divergence is when you're going in an uptrend. And you do, I can show you the cheat sheet here. Let me just show you the cheat sheet here of hidden bullish divergence, exaggerated bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence right over here. Hidden divergence, the bullish ones, you get higher lows on the price action and lower lows on the RSI. So yeah, not seen. Are we getting higher lows on the price action right over here? Let's take a look at the 1 hourly. Are we getting higher, lower lows on the RSI? No, we're not. We're not getting lower lows on the RSI. So yeah, usually I get higher highs and lower highs on the RSI, and this is not happening on the 1 hourly. So yeah. Let's take a look at FTM and CRV, please. Andy says, Luke, man, let's take a look straight away. Andy, can you take a check at a 4 hourly chart and 8 hourly chart divergence? Are these bullish or bearish divergence? 4 hourly or 8 hourly? Yeah, we've basically not seen any divergence here. Let me take a look here, zooming in on BTC. Yeah, there's no divergence here. There's no divergence. Basically, you are creating lower lows, as you can see right there. Aggressive lower lows. You are still creating lower lows right there. So there's no kind of divergence looking at the 4 hourly. Let's take a look at what cryptos. I got some cryptos here to take a look at. Someone asked me for some cryptos. Andy, can we take a look at Sandbox? Sandbox has been the first crypto that I've taken a look at the beginning of the stream. Right, let's take a look at Stan is saying, can you please take a look at AVAX? Is it a good buy or should I wait? Says Stan. Let's take a look at AVAX straight away. AVAX, we saw a massive good shorting opportunity on AVAX. Yeah, right over here. Basically, we were hitting that 95, just under $100, and it was a big resistance. We can take a look at the 4 hourly. We were looking at the bullish case scenario, right? You are creating here big, massive lower highs And I remember taking a look at this, and you know, we need a successful breakout from here. If not, we're going to roll straight back down to retest these last higher low, which is this one right there. We're currently at those levels. So the plan here on AVAX was, you know, you either short from this level or you wait for a breakout, and you know, next retracement, this range could be a very, very good support level and get a big bounce. That obviously did not happen. We had a big massive rejection from this resistance turning into support, right, and rolling back down. This is not looking very, very good. We are basically creating a big massive M pattern right there. No, not big massive one, but you know, it's a big, you know, big double top right there. If we lose this low, it's not going to be looking good. We could have a very, very nasty fall here on AVAX. I would wait for a consolidation. I would wait for a potential bullish reaction, because it doesn't matter buying AVAX at $77 or $76 than, you know, $80, $85, right? I think, you know, it's worth the wait to see what kind of reaction you do get at these levels, because we could potentially break down this support. You know, we got a big support level right now at $75. We were talking about that potential bearish target if we were getting rejected at this level, you know, retesting the last higher low, and we're currently at this level. If we do lose this range, you know, very, very likely that we are going to hit this last lower high, which is at $65. So yeah, potentially you might be lucky, and you might be able to scoop up some AVAX at those levels, right, and potentially lower. You know, we are in an aggressive downtrend. So stay cautious. You know, if AVAX were to come all the way down to retest these lows, we're talking about the low 50s. It could happen, of course. We could use a classic textbook technical analysis, you know, projected move from a double top. And, you know, it does make sense to lose this low for a potential. There's a lot of liquidity from below these lows, right? So it does make sense that you could see AVAX trading in between $60 and $65 potentially in the next coming days. Yeah, stay very, very cautious on that potential move. I would wait, because there is a chance of AVAX holding this major support, you know, and consolidating and maybe getting a bounce. If you start getting that bounce, then I think this is going to be looking very, very bullish, because the moment would be now. The moment would be in between today, tomorrow, to break down. If you start, you know, doing something like this, then yeah, this is, I think that the bears are losing momentum and the bulls could step back in. Of course, all depending on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the leader. Stock market also very important to see. We could do analysis on altcoins. Bitcoin is the one that leads the way. That is, you know, this needs to be clear. 15-minute broken. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the 15-minute. Yeah, we can see we are breaking down on the 15-minute. Yeah, we could see the price going to much lower levels right now. Looking at Bitcoin, we are basically losing that low. This is on the 15-minute. We just sitting at this low over here. We're just about sitting at this low. We could see the price retesting the lows. Very, very possible. Let's take a look at Woo. Andy, please, for Losif. Let's take a look at Woo. Fake out on BTC pennant. Yeah, but maybe fake out, because we are basically sitting at the lows, right? We want to see this low getting lost. We're just sitting at the low right over there, as you can see on the pennant. So yeah, I would stay cautious. Is volume high? There is a little spike in volume. This might not be a fake out, and we are going to continue down. It's you know, the probabilities is higher and going lower, right? It is very, very high. You know, we're just about losing that low right now. So yeah, let's take a look at Woo. Zeb, I always ask. He read my text, but he skipped it. Luke, man, let me know in the comment section. I will take a look at your crypto. No volume, though. Yeah, volume is not too great. But, yeah, it looks like we could see that momentum to the downside. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Woo. Sorry about that, because I'm reading the comment section here. What is Woo? What is Woo? I have no idea what this is, but it is going down like Woo network. This one's getting absolutely crushed by the looks of things. This is looking at the 4-hourly chart. Let's take a look at Woo on Binance, Bitfinex. Yeah, we haven't got much price data. On Bybit, this one's on Bybit. You can trade this on Bybit. This one is not looking great. It's just in a big, massive downtrend. This one's not looking good. I mean, you know, we lost this low over here. You can see losing the low right there, getting a bounce. That was a good trade. You get out at the lows. You get out here. We had a massive, you know, this pump like crazy, but you're still creating a big, massive big downtrend. As you can see on this crypto, big downtrend right there. We are basically retesting the support from this major downtrend. This could get a relief rally. It could get a bounce. And yeah, let's just look at some major levels right there. This one could get a bounce at least to this major resistance. I'm talking about the 49 cents approximately. Not too much price data here. The volume's not too reliable on these altcoins. So yeah, not much to add on this. It's in a big downtrend. It's at their ultimate low levels. Can this continue the fall? It could, but I think a potential relief rally is on the verge right there. You know, if I'm looking for a trade here, I would be looking for that, you know, retest of a resistance right there. On Woo, this one can be traded on Bybit. Seems like they've added this crypto, Woo USDT. Guys, you know the deal. If you want another way to support the channel, you get the best bonus down below on Bybit, and on PrimeXBT, you get 7% added to your deposit, which is absolutely great. You deposit $10,000, you get $700. You got the info down below. I got both of the tutorials in the description also. My man, Mark Dutch, how is everyone doing? Sydney dumps their Bitcoins. Oh no. Sydney, Australia, are they selling their Bitcoin? Right, let's take a look here in the comment section, see what's going on. We've got 467 people. Guys, make sure to smash up that like button. Let's try and make a great trading week. Okay, let's find for those scalping opportunities on Bitcoin, basically. We can take a look at some altcoins also. We are losing the support of this pennant. It looks like, you know, a potential retest of the lows here at 37.8 is very likely. Very possible. Check BTC USD breakdown. Yeah, there we have it on the 15-minute. It looks like we could see some aggressive moves to the downside here. Cup and handle on Metahero. Andy, let's take a look at cup and handle on Metahero. Why not? Like I said, be careful with these altcoins. You might see some bullish patterns. Okay, I can see that. I can see that cup and handle. But long time since we haven't analyzed this. Metahero. Wow, this one got absolutely crushed. I remember BitBoy Crypto talking about Metahero when it was at about, when was it, 14, 15 cents? I don't know. He made a video on this and he made the market pump. I'm not going to deny that. But this one's getting absolutely crushed. This one had a beautiful retest at this range, you know, keeping it pretty simple. Wow, look at that. I mean, this one has been, that's been a beautiful retest. That was a great shorting opportunity right there. Obviously, you see this recovery, then you might think, oh, this looks like it's going to recover very heavily, but you are hitting that major support level on Metahero just to keep it simple, you know, just with the couple of boxes here looking at support and resistance range. But, you know, look at this, you know, you are creating lower highs consistently. Where is the last lower high before this major drop? You know, last one is right there. You basically didn't regain that level, got heavily rejected. Now, cup and handle on Metahero, would I say this is a cup and handle? Yeah, it's not looking, the handle is already looking a little bit too aggressive. We've got a little bit of an aggressive handle. It is over 50% of the actual cup. You want to see the handle, you want to see 30% of the actual move. So from this low to the high, you would, you know, better if you see the handle having a 30% correction from this move. And it's already, you know, we can just take a look at fib levels, right? If you want to see an ideal handle from a consolidation from the low to the highs right there, you could say highs right over this range. You want to see the handle, you know, to the 382, round about that range. You don't want the handle coming down to the 50% or 618. We're actually hitting the 618, which is a great fib level. Could we get a bounce from this area? It could. We could get a bounce from this level. We are hitting a Fibonacci level. We are also hitting, you know, this consolidation range at this major resistance that could be turning into heavy support right now. But yeah, I would be very cautious, all depending on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts dropping, this will slice through and we'll be coming down to retest the lows again. So yeah, I would be very cautious on longing at this point. Potential retest and breaking this consolidation is very likely, especially if Bitcoin starts dropping heavily to the low 30s. When BTC 150k VRA will be, I don't know. I do not know. VRA, no price predictions on VRA. There are like 20 billion shorts above us. You think the business maker won't run for that liquidity at some point? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Head and shoulders, LQTA, MATIC, please, Andy. Let's take a look at MATIC. Okay, let's take a look at MATIC straight away. Let's take a look at MATIC. Right. Check FTM, CRV, or GLMR for a missed comment you owe. Right to Lookman. Okay, let's take a look at FTM. Right. FTM also. Right. First of all, MATIC and FTM. I'm trying to take a look at a lot of these, but yeah, MATIC network. Keeping it really simple here. It had a big retest from, you know, this is the logarithmic. Sorry. Now we're going. Let's zoom in. It had a huge ascending wedge, broadening wedge. Sorry. Taking a look at MATIC today, I think. You know, hitting resistance and support, you lose support range, and this was absolutely beautiful right there. You're retesting a major level. You got the support from the resistance, you're retesting it right there, and you got also this support right there. You know, this last lower low, sorry, getting retested. You know, this is classic textbook technical analysis, where you have your waves. You have first wave, you retrace, you come back down, you retest, you know, the resistance, you know, from the last this wave, which is this one, number one, and now you come back down to retest the lows. And this is what is happening right now. Now the question is, of course, are we going to hold this low? It's a major level, as you can see, and we're taking a look at the levels all the way to the ascending broadening wedge. So we got these levels on the ascending broadening wedge, right? This is, it's basically in a downtrend. This is a massive bearish pattern if you break support, because this could also be bullish, but we're looking at the bearish scenario. How low can we go? You know, textbook analysis, the width of the ascending broadening wedge from the breakout, we could go as low as 78 cents, 75 cents approximately. So we could actually come all the way down and lose this low over here. That is it going to happen in 1 day or 2 days? No, it might be a couple of weeks. You know, you're going to have those bounces to the upside. You might come back down. By the looks of things, we are about to claim this major support at the $1.40, $1.50. Currently where we're trading at, we can see a lot of volatility. It does look like that this has a high probability and continue this, you know, this downtrend that we have been creating for the last few weeks. We're losing this level and continuing to the downside. So like I said, would I trade this? Would I short here? No, because you are basically at the very end of retesting this major support. This could end up in a double bottom. You never know. That would have been a great shorting opportunity. Where would I short here? I would short, you know, once we've seen a breakout and we do see some kind of spike, some kind of retracement. This $1.40, $1.50 range, I would say $1.45 approximately, you know, just to round it off, is going to be such a strong resistance. You know, you are definitely going to get a major reaction at that level. Obviously, it is up to you to risk some of your capital and continue, you know, this downtrend, you know. But shorting here would be a little bit aggressive, of course, because you could consolidate and get a potential double bottom and a retest from these highs, from this lower high, right? So yeah, I would stay cautious. It's not a good moment to long or short at this moment. I would potentially long if I see MATIC consolidating at this range, because this is telling me, you know, you have one test right there after this major drop. If you see a consolidation, this means, you know, that this is like a small accumulation. You know, you see this at the second time. This is that the bears are not gaining any strength. Now, of course, this could slice down by tomorrow. You know, this is what you want to see when you attempt, like just like, you know, most simple example would be here. You have this drop, you back up, you're down here. Would you short here? I wouldn't short there, but this one did slice back down. But if you consolidate here, you're going to get a bounce. Or if you break it and you come back up and retest it, you're looking for that shorting opportunity, right? So the same thing here, exactly the same. If we consolidate, I would be more interested in longing. If we break down, I would be patiently waiting for that reaction at that level for a potential short to retest the lows, right? So yeah, that is that here on MATIC. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what cryptos was it. It was FTM. Thank you, Seb, for letting me know. FTM right away. FTM. Right. Let's take a look at Phantom. What is going on with Phantom? Oof. I mean, look at this. We got, I don't know what I've got here on the chart. Long time we didn't check Phantom. But to keep it pretty clear, we are losing a big support here on Phantom. Phantom chart is horrible. It is horrible because of this. This is not looking good at all. The very horrible chart here on Phantom. Not nice at all. Like a big massive double top, losing a major big support level. Let's take a look at I'm interested in taking a look at VPVR here. Where's the biggest point of control? Oh yeah, this is not looking good at all. I think Phantom is on the way to retest the $1.30, $1.40 range. Oh, it's just, yeah. Look at this big gap. We're just at the middle of the gap here on the VPVR. This is coming down to $1.40 in my personal opinion, guys. I would be looking to short Phantom, basically. We're losing a major support level. And you can see right there, nice consolidation as support. You got this range right there. You know, you have support every single time. You got a few wicks of resistance there. We're losing it right now. This is very, very likely going to continue to the downside to the next, the biggest point of control, which is starting at the $1.40. It is basically the summer lows. It's in between $1.25. Sorry, not the summer lows. This is December. I'm used to looking at the summer lows are, looking at the daily. But no, on Phantom, these lows is from December of 2021. $1.30, $1.40. I can see that price range in the next coming days for Phantom. It's losing support right now. You got a big hole on the VPVR. Yeah, this is why you were holding this range. You got the point of control right there. You're basically at the middle where it's very, very weak. You're very, very likely going to come down to retest the strongest level, which is at $1.40. So yeah, it's on the way. It's on the way to retest the December lows, which is at $1.30, $1.40 range, around that range. Okay, you could see a lot of volatility at this level. We are going to claim this lows. It's on the way. Not looking too great. Not looking too great, Phantom. Guys, I am going to thanks, but he is after MATIC. Yeah. It's done. Phantom is done, guys. I'm going to wrap it up for today. 450 watching. Thank you very much for joining. Like I said, make sure to subscribe. I am going to try and look for, every single day that I do a live stream, we're going to look for scalping opportunities, okay? On Bitcoin mainly, but we can also take a look at altcoins that are traded on PrimeXBT. If you are interested in trading yourself, PrimeXBT, you get the best bonus available down below. It's 7% added to your deposit. That is where I'll be doing my day trading, my scalp trading on the live streams to see if we can find those opportunities. Now, looking at the 15-minute chart here, we did lose the last lower, this low over here. Are we going to get a bounce from here and continue to the downside? This would be aggressive scalping. I'm not interested in trading on Sunday. I want to see the markets when the big players are moving the market to try and hop on and ride with the big players, right? Thanks, guys. Daily updates, live streams. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Mark Dutch. Thank you, Seb. Moderators, you are the best. Always joining and giving me a hand here in the comment section. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. You know the deal. Trying to make this very educational. You at the end take your own decision, all right? And hopefully you can trade and make some money with these crazy markets, okay? Check out Bitcoinsensus website. You got the latest news posted every single day and technical analysis ideas, all right? So you can learn about, different levels and how to kind of read the charts, bearish, bullish case scenarios. So yeah, join Twitter, Instagram. We got all our socials down below, guys. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.